Now, in order to help more women become MPs, the Labour Party has imposed all-women shortlists in many safe Labour seats, but that rule did not apply tonight to the Birmingham Erdington constituency, where the new Labour candidate will be Jack Dromey. He's a trade union leader, but perhaps better known as the husband of Labour's deputy leader, Harriet Harman, who we'll be speaking to later. And he was selected from an all-male shortlist. Our political editor, Michael Crick, has spent the day in Erdington.
For a powerful union man, it's taken Jack Dromey astonishingly long to find a seat.
You've been trying a long time for this, haven't you?
We'll soon know the outcome, Michael.
He arrived at tonight's count in Birmingham, expecting success at last. He, I, and that coat have all been here before.
Hello, Mr. Dromey. Are you here with Tony Blair's blessing?
Back in '97, he tried for the last-minute Pontefract seat.
Have you ever been to Pontefract?
Then, 3 years ago, Labour's High Command lined Dromey up for a seat in Wolverhampton. Late last year, he was courting Leighton in East London, but then switched to Erdington 3 weeks ago, when Sean Simon announced he was stepping down as the MP.
Jack Dromey's path to Erdington was greatly boosted by the decision of Labour's national executive not to impose an all-woman shortlist here, as has happened in many other winnable Labour seats, which have been picking at this late stage. Now, a prime enthusiast for such acts of positive discrimination designed to get more women MPs has been the party chairman and Equalities Minister, Harriet Harman, who is, of course, also Mrs. Jack Dromey.
Neither Dromey nor Harman officially had any say in that decision, but party activists in the West Midlands fear a fix. What's more, in last-minute selections like this, they complain, they're shoved aside and forced to pick candidates dropped in by Labour's national executive.
It's not how we should do it. It's not really doing things by the high standards that you would expect a party committed to democracy to do. And whatever this isn't open, transparent democracy for party members.
And, of course, the fact that he is Labour Party national treasurer and his wife is national chairman and deputy leader adds to that impression.
Well, it might do. It's not unusual, is it? But,
well, I've never known it happen anywhere.
No, I mean, you know, there are husband and wife teams. But, look, it doesn't look fair and open and honest. That's the problem.
Peter Kenyon in London actually serves on Labour's national executive, yet says he wasn't even told who sat on the crucial subcommittee deciding the Erdington shortlist.
My own view has been for some time that it was unwise of Jack to seek a seat whilst his wife was deputy leader of the party and whilst he held such a prominent position on the National Executive Committee, unless it was clear that he had been working assiduously within a particular constituency and had won the confidence of local members and secured that in an uncontroversial way as being the preferred candidate of local people, but not in circumstances where there's a suspicion about how he got to be shortlisted in the first place. I think that's sad.
So, Labour Party members in Erdington this week had to choose on their ballot papers between Jack Dromey and 3 other men.
Has that been secure all day, sir?
They've been locked in my desk for all day, yes.
So there's no chance of anybody stopping it or anything like that?
Absolutely none.
We were excluded, of course, left to watch the democratic processes unfold through a narrow slit.
There we are. You can just hear the dying bits of the applause. It does seem as if they've got a candidate in there, and from what we've managed to see through the tiny little slit, it is almost certainly Jack Dromey, Harriet Harman's husband.
Then, smiles for the activists, though not for us.
Shouldn't this have been an all-woman shortlist?
The last 7 constituencies in the Midlands have all been either all-women shortlists or have selected women.
But your wife would have liked it to be an all-woman shortlist, wouldn't she?
The Midlands has got an excellent track record of putting right underrepresentation of women over the years. And I welcome that because that's something I've campaigned for. The shortlist is drawn up by the party at national level. There were 3 local candidates on it, 3 good men, and I pay tribute to the way that they conducted themselves in this election. It's been a friendly election, and what we now have is a united Erdington Labour Party, and we go forward to fight on that basis.
But I mean, if they had an all-women shortlist here, there'd be another woman candidate, wouldn't there?
No.
I mean, it's convenient, isn't it, that there's the one place where there isn't an all-women shortlist and you're the candidate. I mean, does your wife approve of that?
All right, thanks very much.
So, for the Equality Minister Harriet Harman and her spouse, another kind of equality of sorts. The odds are they'll soon be sitting together in the House of Commons.